Hotly Unblended, welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing 4 looks with one collection, and that collection is the brand new Fall Equinox collection from Terra Cosmetics. So if you'd like to see how I got this look and 3 others, and swatches, then just keep on watching. Y'all, the new Terra Cosmetics Fall Equinox 2023 collection has me literally wanting to just like cry over how beautiful it is. Like, I'm so excited. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I just know that I have a few shades that I'm like, I want to do this, but this is gonna be several looks, so I'm just gonna sit and create. So what I think I'm gonna do is I kind of want to play around with like purple. Surprise, surprise, right? I'm gonna go ahead and start out with the recently de-influenced palette because this one has like had a hold on me lately. Like, I love it so much. I'm gonna start out with the Makeup Shack T14 brush and Energy Vampire. No, hold on. I don't know. Let's see what palette. I think I'm gonna start out with the basic witch palette. I'm stuck between these two because I am literally obsessed with them. They've had a like hold on me lately. I love them. But I want to start out with a little bit of Black Cat and just pop that on this outer V of my lid, I think, and then bring it up into the crease just a little bit. Get a little bit of depth, a little smokiness. Work that in the crease. I'm gonna take it about halfway. Feels so weird doing my left eye on camera. It's usually my playing around and playing in looks eye, but I was just so excited. And I'm planning on doing the other eye and then my face video chatting with my friend and us doing makeup together because that's gonna be like what I would consider like a cool, fun, chill day. I'm going to take that same brush I just cleaned it off. I'm going to blend that out with Hecate, which is the second darkest purple in the palette. Start to just diffuse the edges. And then I'm going to work that into the crease. Just going to pat that down. Work it into the crease. Back and forth windshield wiper motions with the largest amount of pressure. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of like take it out a little bit further. I can always add a little bit more Black Cat right there to give that depth and dimension. Ah! Y'all, I am so out of it today because it's like almost 5 p.m. and I'm just now filming the look, but I have been waiting for this package to come in and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's here, I have to do a look. And I did swatches and stuff like that. Oh, I was like, wanted to cry over the beauty of these gorgeous, gorgeous shimmers. So I'm going to go back into Black Cat, just kind of blend that onto that outer V a little bit. I said I was going to take it farther out and didn't really do it, did I? So I'm cleaning that brush off and I'm going to take Conjure, the pink, and just start to blend out Hecate with that. Oh, y'all know what's stuck in my head? That Jack Starber song, or is that how you say his name? But it's like the tears falling down at the party. I don't know. That those songs get stuck in my head so easily. There is a fly in here. Like, bro, it's so cold out. Why are you here? Like, I thought flies like hibernated when it was cold. I have no idea if that's true. Like, I don't know anything about flies, but I'm just confused where it comes from. So now I'm I'm just gonna blend, blend, blend. This is giving all the galaxy vibes too. I'm here for it. Just gonna give it a nice rounded blenderoo. Cleaning that brush off, I'm gonna take some more Hecate. Just to bring it back. Look at that. Look at it, look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's how I talk to Artemis like so much. He probably gets tired of me. But today, while I was waiting for the mail to come in, I took him outside. He's so good. Like, he lets me just hold him and he just like chills. So he'll just be like laying in my arms and he's like checking everything out and he gets so excited to go outside. So I had stepped outside to get the like videos of the shimmers in the sun, and as I was coming back in, he come up to me and he was putting his feet on me, like wanting me to take him out, and I was like, no baby, not right now, we went outside earlier, so we'll go back out later. But he likes to look at the trees and then slap at the leaves on the trees and then lick them, and he just melts my heart. It's like the cutest thing. He looks so majestic while he does it too. Okay, yes, blend. See, blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. It takes a little bit of time, but that color payoff is just gorgeous. Giving me deep galactic vibes here. We're like diving deep into space here. I don't even know if I'm gonna doodle though. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, do I want to doodle? What do I want to do? Just sit down and have fun with it. Aha. Will not use that one right now because y'all, I need to wash my brushes. It's bad. It's so bad. Okay, so this is the Makeup Shack T63 brush. I'm gonna take Glinda to soften this blend up, and it's a cute pink. And look at that, it diffuses so beautifully. Bella Beauty Bar has such good palettes, and I say ugh like that, but like I mean like a good my face is itchy today. But I just love, love, love everything by them that I've tried. And since the Basic Witch palette and recently De-Influence came in, I have wanted to use them non-stop. They're so beautiful. Soften this blend up here. I think I want this to be kind of simple, but like not like super simple, but like kind of. I want to really showcase the shades that I have in mind, and I feel like doing something. My brain is so in Halloween mode right now. I've been trying to think of like cute looks to do for Halloween, and yeah, it's been fun. It's given me a kind of like a new branch out to where I don't feel like I am in such a creative rut, even though it kind of stresses me out because I'm like, oh no, what do I do? But anyway, yeah, so I'm just like, I like this blend. Okay, I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip, carve out my crease, and then we'll go from there. This blend, this carve, yes. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is take a little bit more of Black Cat and just pop it onto that outer corner, just a little bit, kind of stamp that down, just to have no harsh edges of that base. So excited! Okay, let me see. La la la. I think I'm going to use this. This is Stellar Siren. I don't know. That one is just like screaming use me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to start out with my finger. Now the texture of this is kind of, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It feels a little dry, but it doesn't apply dry. Like it, but I mean, it doesn't apply wet, like it's a liquid or anything, but it doesn't like, it has color payoff. This is more of the, it's a smoother texture, but it feels like it's not, what are the words I'm looking for? The texture is really smooth and really nice, and that was just with the one swatch of my finger, and that was like what I had left on my hand, or on my finger. But it feels, it goes on smoothly, it goes on nicely, it just has a little bit of a drier texture, but I feel like that's really easy to work with. Oh, do I want to add like, let's do something, oh, I don't know. What do I do? I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm just like tickled. These are beautiful. I kind of want to use Otherworldly because it reminds me of the Cosmos and Stellar Apotheosis. I feel like Stellar Apotheosis. It kind of gives me the vibes of that. Look, let's do this real quick. So that's on my finger, and I give it a swatch and just look at that. I kind of want to like put that around. Let's play around with it and see. This is exactly why I always do my other eye on camera and not this one, because I'm sitting here like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I'm going to take a little bit of it on this DF04 brush from Cleona and do like this. Now I think I just want to stick with Stellar Siren. We'll leave a little bit of this showing though, maybe. I think I'm just gonna pop this over that because in theory it was nice in my brain, but getting it how I was seeing it in my brain was not working. So I feel like it's still gonna show through, but it'll be okay. Actually, that kind of worked. It looks really cool, I think. Like it's got like a halo effect. Okay, so what I think I am gonna do is doodle. I think I'm gonna do some stars and some gleams and then put down some gems. So I have this look that I did back a while back that I want to kind of do like, I think, or kind of like this maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I am going to just start to doodle and everything and have some music playing and maybe talk through on how I'm doodling. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to tell you, I put the same shade that I put on my lid over this lipstick. So I used a purple lip liner, and then I put Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Night Rider, and then Kaleido's Makeup Cactus Blossom. And I blended it together, ombra'd it, and then I put the shimmer on top. And then I took a little bit of Eclipsing from Terra Moons and put over top of it. And I love it. And for the lower lash line, I used a little bit of, I believe, Moonlit Mystique. And then for my inner corner and my brow highlight, I used Winter Star, and they're gorgeous. Should I do some more of the multi-chromes on my lips with these looks? I kind of think that I want to, if I can like figure it out. But so far this collection, y'all, is so gorgeous and I'm loving it. I know I only used like a couple for this, but I'm going to try my very best to use as many more as I can in the next two looks. So let me know what you think of this look, and I'll see you in just a second. This more soft glam look was so quick and easy. So I'm starting out with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair and adding it to my lid. And I'm using a old Morphe concealer brush for that. I like how it's flat and it helps me to just get the base put down. Then I use a Wet n Wild fluffy brush to get that nice and patted in, blended out, and ready for the eyeshadows. So I really just kind of try to carve my brow out with it. Even though I do that before, I just feel like it's kind of like makes it flow better. I add it all over to the lid, and then I kind of tap it in and blend it out with this Wet n Wild fluffy brush. Any fluffy brush will work, but this Wet n Wild one has been like such a good one. I've had it for years, and like it has been like the best to put my base down with. This is a Glaminatrix Into the Night palette, so I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack T14 brush and the shade Showbiz, and I'm gonna pat that onto the outer corner of my eye. And I'm going to kind of wing it out just a little bit. And I'm also bringing it onto the lid a tiny bit. This look is like no cut creases at all. And I felt like a magical fairy. I'm telling you, it was a magical feeling. So I'm working it into the crease about halfway. And then I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T84 brush to blend it out with the shade Cocktail. But right now I'm really just focusing on that pigment and getting the shape. And so far I really like this palette. It's like the third or fourth time I've used it. It's really good. So now Showbiz from this palette. I'm using the Makeup Shack T84 brush, and I am blending that out with it, and I'm kind of winging it out a little bit farther with this shade. So with this fluffier brush, I feel like it really helps to soften the blend up and get everything nice and diffused. With the Half Caked Beauty 816 crease brush, I'm going to take the shade Play Hard from the End of the Night palette, and I'm going to run it through the crease and blend it over to the green side. So it kind of just gives that more neutral, natural look. And then I'm going to take my bronzer and this ColourPop brush that I've had forever. I want to say it was the EF4 brush or something like that. So I'm going to blend that out with a bronzer. But I'm taking this more towards the bridge of my nose, to where when I contour my nose, that bronzer will really set things off and make it look more blended. So now, with this pastel yellow from the Best Mattes palette from Brittany Huffman, Ellie Star, and Bella Beauty Bar, I'm just going to take that pastel yellow and take that to blend out the green. I felt like this really just pulled it together, and just make sure I got it all softened up, blended out, back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure, and it just gives me the most magical fairy vibes. But yes, I'm taking the Makeup Shack brush for this as well. I use mainly their brushes a lot. So now I'm going back into Cocktails to bring it back and make sure everything is nice and blended, and I will be going back into Showbiz to touch it up here in just a few. Going back into Showbiz with the Makeup Shack T14 brush and a little more depth, well, and a little more depth, to add a little more depth. I'm so sorry, it's 12:30 in the morning and I still haven't got this ready to go up in a few hours. So I'm going to add a little bit more of Showbiz to give that depth. I've had so much fun making this video though. Like, I was super excited to get in there and do looks and show off these gorgeous multi-chromes because this collection is like absolutely magical. So I'm taking that shade and just kind of winging it out a little bit more, making sure everything is nice and blended together. I'm going to do back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure. One of my favorite parts of doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to take Super Luminous and the Doe Color number 14 brush to add it slightly onto the green and take it about a third of the way onto the lid. This shade was like, I could not get over it. The sparkles, oh my gosh, the sparkles. So I'm just going to take it and tap it onto the green a little bit and take it about a third of the way onto the lid. Make sure I have it nice and blended with the greens. And then I'm going to take Hypernova with the same brush and I'm patting it onto the edge of Super Luminous. And I'm going to add it to the center of the lid and take it about a third of the way, leaving that inner corner ready for some more sparkles. And this shifty goodness right here, I was absolutely in love. Like, I was so sleepy, but I was so excited to play with sparkles. Just look at them. They're so sparkly. They're so good. So good. Now I'm going to add Spiral Galaxy and add it to the rest of my lid and blend it with Hypernova. This shade, oh my goodness. And I'm so excited to do more looks with this collection. It is such a dreamy shade range for fall. I mean, this and just the sparkles and everything. I am absolutely in love. Terra Moon's Cosmetics always does such amazing eyeshadows, like out of this world. Here I'm taking my Salate London Bamboo Bronzer in Palm Island to just go ahead and blend out Play Hard and get it ready to connect to my nose contour. And it was super quick, super easy, and I felt like they just blended together very nicely. So with the Half Cake Beauty 816 crease brush, I went back into Play Hard to get everything kind of blended together and had to take a moment to admire the sparkles. So I'm going to go back into the End of the Night palette with Showbiz and add it to the edge of the sparkles just to make sure that everything is nice and blended together. Now with the Makeup Shack T84 brush, I'm blending the greens out a little bit more. I am going to do my lower lash line on camera since I already have my full face on, and so I'm just getting everything ready. So this is the Yensa Skin on Skin BC Concealer. It's one of my favorites. Yensa is like my absolute favorite like base product brand. They have amazing skincare as well. I do have an affiliate code that'll save you 30%. It's slightly unblended if you want to use it. I do make a commission, but I honestly love them so much. Like, they're pretty much all I use as far as base products go. So just thought I'd let y'all know about that. So now I'm taking Showbiz and adding it to the under eye with the rest of the greens. I just kind of did the same thing on the bottom here that I did on top. And now I'm taking the beautiful shade Glass Nebula and I'm adding that to the lower lash line, taking a little bit of Winter Star and adding it onto the brow bone for the highlighter. Adding some LA Girl Shockwave liner, and the metallic one, and drag into the waterline, and this is the look. Super quick, super easy, super sparkly, and I felt absolutely magical. What do you think of this one? Which look is your favorite so far? When I tell y'all that this is giving me like fall leaves, I feel like I've said this before, but like it made me think of like a beautiful leaf changing on the tree. I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna start out with the Best Mattes palette from Bella Beauty Bar, Brittany Huffman, and Ellie Star. And I'm gonna take the beautiful purple right here that's got a more reddish base, and you might be able to see the palette maybe if I crop while I'm editing the tutorial, because I do like to crop to zoom in a little bit. It won't be as distracting because I felt like it was kind of distracting. I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T66 brush, and my lid is Pro with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T66 brush, that purple shade, and I'm going to start to kind of put it into the lash line, and I'm going to start to draw a wing. I'm going to try my best to get it to be even with the other, because it's my droopy eye. I'm going to take it, flick it outwards and upwards. Then what I'm going to do is from that winged out bit, I'm going to map out the shape of my eye and kind of take it a little bit above the crease. I'm going to take it, and I just washed my brushes, so they're kind of, you know how like when you wash them they kind of stay stuck together. Found that very, very handy with the T66 brush, and was like, yes, that gives me even more precision. I'm just taking it slightly above the crease, and I am feeling like I might actually make this a 4 looks video. If I can. I'm really tired right now. I've been tired all day, but I have an idea for a look, and I want to do it once I finish this. So like midnight, because it's 8 p.m. I'm mapping out the shape of my eye and bringing that down towards the inner corner of my eye. And it's going to look a little wild, but this is just kind of mapping out the shape. I love this shape so much. It's so much fun, especially with multi-chromes. And if you like want to use like 2 or 3 of them, I feel like it really gives them their moment to just like be shifty, and you can capture it very easily, or fairly easily, when you're taking pictures of it. Huh. Obsessed. I don't know why I wiped that brush off, because I'm only using it for that shade. So then I'm going to switch over to the Makeup Shack T65 brush, and I'm going to take this shade. This shade is like one of my favorites in the palette. It's like a kind of purple maroon. It's beautiful for a sunset blend, most definitely. Like that was my thought. I was like, fall, like that in a look, and it blends this purple out so beautifully. I almost dropped the palette. So I'm going to start from the outer corner and just kind of gently start to blend back and forth. Very light pressure. And the thing about this brush is that it is so small, and it helps to give you that precision and the control. Back and forth very, very, very gently. You don't really want to like blend it upwards. You just kind of want to go right where that purple is left off and just go back and forth with it. And the purple is going to get lost in the blend, but I'm going to go back in and touch that up. So just very gently, back and forth, back and forth. I would have started this makeup earlier, but we had this cat show up last week and I was like, oh my gosh. And I tried to get my hands on her, but I didn't know if she was a boy or a girl when I was trying to like coax her out to like feed her and like make friends with her and check her out, because I noticed like when she ran away from me that her back leg was kind of dragging. And so I kind of was like, okay, and then she ran away and I thought that she was gone. Then the next day I heard her and then I didn't really see her. And then like a day after that, or the day after, the day before or something like that, she came back and we caught her. And her leg was broken and she looked like she hadn't eaten in forever. And when I looked at that baby, I was like so close to crying. I was like, oh my God. So I called the vet's office, got an appointment. I was like, okay, gotta clean the bathroom up. Oh, bring the baby in. Separate from all the other cats, but bring this baby in because this is just like, I can't, like, we gotta bring the baby in. Brought the baby in, and she's been eating, been drinking. She has drank so much water. And so anyway, I took her to the vet today, found out she's healthy. The only thing wrong with her is that broken leg, and we're gonna keep an eye on it because there's not a lot of options because it started to like kind of heal. And he was explaining that it seems like it's been like that for a while, and she still kind of like walks on it and stuff. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But she's healthy, so I'll let her meet everybody, and her and Artemis have been besties. So I've been trying to like let her adventure, but also kind of watch the other cats to make sure they're not being mean to her. So I got a late start today because vet appointment and watching the new baby. Now I'm going to switch over to the Basic Witch palette and go into Grimoire. And this is a Makeup Shack T14 brush. And this is a gorgeous yellow shade. What I'm going to do, get it on there, and just start to very gently start to blend these shades out. And this is going to give that real nice fall blend. And you might hear a bell. Artemis is in here sleeping. He just snored. He has been really into just like coming in here and napping while I do makeup, and I appreciate that because I just like look over at him and want to cry because of how cute he is. But the new kitty, we're calling her Maria right now, and I was like, dear Maria, count me in. But her tail is fluffy like Artemis. And we found out that she is either between 4 and 6 months old. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're so close to the same age. And I was just like, oh, I feel like they're going to be such good friends. And he's been so good with her. Like, following around, like showing her his toys. It's just been adorable. I say his toys. It's all of their toys, but he was showing her how to play with them. We have this mouse, and it makes a noise like a little like squeak, like not like squeaky, but it sounds like, I can't really explain it, but it's his favorite one. And if he hears it and he's in the other room, he comes running to get it. And he was like showing her how to play with it, and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna blendaroo. I've cleaned that brush off, and I'm going to go back to the Best Mattes palette and go into this purple, this orange above the purple. Purple on the brain always. Purple's like my favorite. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and kind of blend out that really gorgeous maroon shade. A little bit, and then I'm going to go in and touch up shades. So blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. Take a little bit and just very gently, very easily, very carefully pop that on. About like that. And then I'm gonna take that same brush and that gorgeous shade that we used second and just start to bring it back. The Best Mattes palette, I cannot tell you enough good things about it. Like, it's so pigmented. I love that it's all mattes and you can take the shades out of the pan and like customize it. It's so good. And I just adore Brittany and Ellie. Back and forth windshield wipe motions with the largest amount of pressure. So now I'm going to take that same brush and that first purple shade that we started with, and I'm just going to start to bring it back, and that's going to give that really changing leaf color blend. And I'm going to take a little bit more of the second shade, the gorgeous red shade, maroony, to blend this out a little bit more right after. I know I say this a lot, especially sometimes I'll say it a lot in a video, but blending is repetitive, but it's worth it because you see I'm bringing it back and you're really getting that gorgeous depth and dimension, and the blend is just so pretty. And I only used 3 shades for this, but I guess 4 if you count the inner corner. And because I don't feel like I'm using as many shades as I kind of do sometimes, I kind of think I want to do 4 looks for this because I want to try to show off as many of the shades as I can because they're so pretty. This collection is just magical. If you hear Little Muse, that's the new kitty. She was napping. She has decided that my side of the bed is hers. So I was letting her rest. And she's so sweet. Okay, clean that brush off into the maroon shade. I almost said magenta. And then just soften that blend up a little bit. Bring it back. Now I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T63 brush, and this kind of more like, it is pastel, but it's almost like a neon pastel, and it's yellow, and I love it. And I've made a mess. You'll have that. At least I do, because my desk is messy. So I'm going to take that shade and just soften this blend up, but then I'm going to take some more of that shade from the Basic Witch palette to bring it back because I am going to lose it. It's not going to be as vibrant, so I'll go touch it up. I'm going to take a little more Grimoire. And this is the Makeup Shack T63 brush. I just decided to use it to bring this shade back. Just very gently give it a little blender here. Alright, so it looks like I need to touch up the more maroon shade just a little bit, and then I'll be able to start the lid cleaning and carving process. So I'm gonna jump back into the Best Mattes palette real quick with the Makeup Shack T14 brush. And just start to touch it up. Oh my gosh, this color combination is just so fall to me. I'm so obsessed. Look at it. Oh, I have a crook in my neck, so that hurt. Okay, I'm gonna take some micellar water on a Q-tip, clean all this up, and then carve it out with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair. Okay, let's add some sparkles. I'm so excited about this. So I'm going to start out with Alien Code. It's so Like, I have no words. Now, this formula is more of like the dry formula, where it feels dry, but it goes on easily. And it's really, really pretty. Make sure I got my brush cleaned off. It's the Cliona DF04 brush. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop it onto this outer winged out bit. And it's so pretty. I don't really like to do green looks, and I pre-filmed one the other day on Friday the 13th, because I want to get look, this tattoo looks so bad right now because I need to put some stuff on it to moisturize it, but I got a little Friday the 13th tattoo, and I filmed the look that I did before I went and got the tattoo, and I call green and yellow blending, if I'm just doing like green and yellow, I call it like my nemesis blend, because I don't like doing them. I feel so like, I would probably rather do a neutral look than that. But I did it because I was like, no, I want to do something like fall, but like a different kind of fall blend, you know? And now I'm just kind of like, I feel like I want to do another one. Because the greens in the Best Mattes palette, I really want to use. I'm going to take this pretty far. I'm going to take it about almost halfway. And do you see how pretty? Okay, maybe not quite halfway. Is the camera picking it up? Hold on me. It's so pretty. Then I'm gonna take Jupiter's Embrace. Oh, when this one was previewed, I was like, so I'm gonna clean this brush off and go into that one, get it back in the palette because I almost didn't. And this formula is softer than this other one, and they're both so good. Did I just drop a hunk of the pigment? Okay, switching from the brush to my finger, because that brush, I need to fluff it out a little bit. But this is just one rub into the pan. I will take that brush again to get it right up in that crease. And look at that. And I still have some that if I wanted to put it on the rest of the lid, I could cover the rest of the lid. That is how one swipe into the pan, like how far it'll get you. It'll get you far, because look, I still have like that much, and it's still like intense. It is like a reddish shade, like the base, and then it has green and orange shifts with the red, and it's just, okay. Let me get that brush and like kind of hug it up into that crease real quick. Kind of blend it over here. And I'm going to take a little bit more of Alien Code to make sure that I have them nice and blended together. Just kind of patting it along the edge, back and forth with it. Kind of give it a little swizzle. And a little more of Jupiter's Embrace to get it hugged up in the crease real nice. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Astral Projection. And I got it about even. I'm just going to leave about 1/4 of that lid open and pop this down. Now this shade is like a nice green, yellow, orange shift. And it is so stinking cute. Y'all know, like, I love getting extra when it comes to playing with shimmers and trying, or multi-chromes, duochromes, and trying them out for the first time. because it's like a whole excitement for me. Look at that. I'm obsessed. Okay, so for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to take Hourglass Nebula. And this one looks like it would be, oh my gosh, it's shifting so pretty. There we go. It's like, looks like it would be like a deep red, but then it shifts like that. I have no words. And see, I have it on my inner corner over here, and it doesn't even look like it's like, you know, it just looks wet. And that's what I like about for like good like inner corner highlights, brow bone highlighting, or just for an effect on the center of the, on the center of the lid. Okay, I am trying so hard to not do like the most looks tonight because I'm exhausted, but I'm giving myself ideas. So I'm just going to pop that on that inner corner. And it is absolutely, and it's one of those very soft buttery shades. And it's I love it. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to take my finger. I'm just going to press that. And bring it up. To blend it with that one just a little bit. And look at that. I'm so excited. I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look. What do you think? I feel like it's given all the fall vibes. Let me tell you a funny story about these earrings real quick before I like hop on to the next one. Because I was thinking this would be 4 looks like when I started this. It might just be 3. But if it is only 3, I will, the one that I pre-filmed the other day, I'll put that off and then I'll do another one this week because I have a Halloween, like a couple Halloween looks in mind that I want to do this week. At least one of them with my friends on video chat, so we were talking about that. But the funny story about these earrings is I made these a couple years ago, and I just kind of had these molds, and I was like really into like the pressed flowers, and I love the pressed flowers. But I was looking at these and I was just like really like, oh, these are like kind of simple but kind of cute but kind of fall. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like I made those so long ago, it feels like. Because honestly, I feel like 2021, I want to say that's when I made these. I feel like that was so long ago. Because I want to say I was blonde when I made them. And that just feels like so long ago. So there's the funny story. It's not really funny. It was just kind of like a, oh wow moment. But yeah, what do you think of this look? Out of the 2 so far, which one's your favorite, or wherever this goes in the video? Which of the looks has been your favorite so far? I'm going to go get ready for another look, and I'll be right back. Look number 4. So I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, adding it onto the lid, and getting it ready to blend. As I had mentioned about the Yinsa concealer, I do have an affiliate link with Gerard Cosmetics that will save you some money. If you're interested, I do make a commission. It's slightly unblended. Just thought I'd let you know because I'm always using this one. Like, this is my holy grail of eye primers. It's so good. I even kind of use it to help like spot conceal. So now I'm taking the Wet n Wild fluffy brush to get this all nice and like into the skin, ready to blend. So I'm going to do a cut crease. I love cut creases, but sometimes they can be time consuming. So I'm going to take the Bella Beauty Bar, Ellie Star, and Brittany Huffman Best Mattes palette, and I'm going to play with the Gorgeous Blues. So I'm taking the Makeup Shack T14 brush and this dreamy blue and adding it into the crease, and I'm flicking it out towards the tail of my brow. So I'm going to start closer to the inner corner of my eye, towards the bridge of my nose, work that all the way through the crease, and once I start to get, I'm just going to follow like my crease, so there will be a bit towards the outer corner area of my eye that I'll kind of dip it down, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to flick it upwards towards the tail of my brow. I'm using the same brush, but I'm going into the Sun and the Sea palette by Bella Beauty Bar and going into Deep Dive, and I'm adding it into the crease to deepen it up. The Sun and the Sea palette is so beautiful as well. Like, I am just so impressed with everything that I've tried by Bella Beauty Bar. Their formula is so good. So I'm doing the same thing with Deep Dive as I did with this first blue that we started out with. I'm going to take it and add it into the crease and then flick it upwards towards the tail of my brow. And this is just going to add some depth. With the same brush just cleaned off, I'm going to take the shade that we started out with, and I'm going to blend out Deep Dive with it. Now, with the Makeup Shack brushes, they're so good that sometimes I can just get away with using like 1 or 2 brushes for an entire eye look. With the same brush again, I'm going to go into this gorgeous green pastel to blend everything out with it. The Best Mattes palette is just, I could go on for days about how good it is. Like, Brittany and Ellie and Bella Beauty Bar did an amazing job. So I wanted to use this shade because I felt like it was given like more of the colors that when you look at the earth from space, like I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of the earth. So I felt like they went so beautifully together, and I really, really enjoyed this blend. So I'm going back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure just to make sure that I have a nice and even blend, and these blend together so beautifully. With the Makeup Shack T63 brush, I'm going to take the very light minty green pastel to blend everything out. I feel like this really just made the blend. It softened everything up, and it's such a gorgeous shade. So I was just going back and forth with it, very light pressure, trying to focus it just right on that light pastel green shade and just make sure that everything was blended together. Now I'm taking the Half Cake Beauty 816 crease brush and some more of Deep Dive to bring it back. Blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. Going back in and touching it up to add some depth into the blend. Now I'm taking some micellar water on a Q-tip, and I'm going to go ahead and clean my crease out with it and get ready to carve it out with some Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair. So I like to do the micellar water on a Q-tip because I feel like it really makes the shades be more true to themselves. It cleans everything up, makes a nice and crispy carve in that crease when you go to carve everything out, and it doesn't transfer any of the colors onto your base, which helps them stay more true to what you're using, which is super helpful with mattes, but it also helps to not really make a change in your multi-chrome or duochromes shifts. It just helps to keep them more true to what they are. And yeah, so now I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair and carving out this crease. I feel like this part took me the absolute longest out of all of it. I don't know why, but I got so into carving this crease. Like, I had the mirror up so close to my face, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take it and I'm going to do like this, and I have to take it, like, I was trying to angle it up really high and then, like, make sure that it was nice and defined and crispy and not wonky, because I get so aggravated if I ever, like, get something wonky. I will sit there and try to get it until, sometimes I'm a perfectionist, so I'm like, I have to do it right. Look at that blend. Alright, so now I'm going to take some of Orion's Odyssey. This shade is magical. It's like so glittery, but it's not glitter. It's like you have a pressed glitter and putting it on your eyes, but it's not. It's just like amazing. So I'm taking the e.l.f. and J. Kissa brush for this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do this like I would a graphic liner. I'm going to angle it with this angled brush and do like a wing and take it onto the lash line like I would with an eyeliner. I'm going to put it up into the crease as well. So now I've switched over to the Doe Color number 14 brush just because I wanted to not have to worry about being so precise. I just wanted to get the shade built up, and I wanted to do like an angled, like kind of circular shape. So now I'm going to take Otherworldly, and yes, it is very otherworldly. That was like the perfect shade name. That look at the shift in it. It is very otherworldly. So I'm going to add that to the center of my lid and only take it about a third of the way and kind of blend it up to Orion's Odyssey and just look my mind was blown. But look at how gorgeous they are together. Oh. Okay, so now I'm taking Winter Star. And the shine with this one. It's just, I have no words, but it's so pretty. So I'm going to take it and add it to the inner third of my lid and take it and use it as an inner corner highlighter as well. I'm just going to take it and put it on the lid, put it on the inner corner. I'm also going to use this as my brow bone highlighter, and then I'm going to take this Elf and J Kissa J5 brush and some more of Orion's Odyssey and do like the inner corner cat eye flick. So like the little kitty cat liner. Look at the sparkles. Look at that. Oh, so gorgeous. I'm telling you, I cannot get enough of these shades. Like, I'm so excited to do more looks. Please tell me what shades you'd like to see me do looks with, because I'm super excited to do more. So now I'm taking some micellar water and a Q-tip, and I'm sharpening this up to make it look like a liner, and just making sure that it's nice, sharp, and cleaned up. I'm going to take some eyelash glue and start to put it all over for the gems. So I'm using the Manic Gems collaboration with By Dougie, and these are the Fairy Spellbook and Magic Droplet Pearls. My camera cut off before I got them all down, but those are what I used. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I'm sorry for 2 voiceovers. It has been, I stayed up doing the leaf looking kind of like colored look, and then the green, like softer glam look. I stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning filming both of those, because I filmed them the same day. And then I didn't get to go to sleep till like 4, because I was like, okay, I have to wash my face, everything else, and take care of the cats and all that. And now it is 1:15 a.m. Maybe I could be asleep before 4 o'clock. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm tired. I've had a 20-ounce Red Bull today, and I don't feel like it's really done much because I'm really, really sleepy. But I have had so much fun creating these looks. I tried really hard to use as many shades as possible. I feel like there's a couple that I didn't quite get to, and during the editing process I'll figure out which ones I didn't use, and I'll try to like make a fun video where whatever ones I didn't use, I figure out a way to use them together. Which look has been your favorite so far? I will have the swatches right here. beautiful. Terra Moons always does like the best job, like the most beautiful. I have no words. Their creations are like my absolute favorites. I'm always speechless. I love seeing their mixing videos. I love seeing like just all the creations. And I'm always just like, with every new shade, because I'm just like, how do you do it? Like that, the colors, the shifts, the everything is just beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna stop fangirling now because I need to go to sleep. I only got like 4 hours last night. I'm so tired. It's so bad. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up? It, I guess, helps. I don't know. I've heard somewhere that it like helps to like get my videos put out. So like if you like this video, can you give it a thumbs up? Thank you. I want to say a huge thank you to Terra Moons Cosmetics for sending me this collection because I really appreciate it. I just can never get over how beautiful every collection that you come out with is and how like magical the shades are in person and how magical they make me feel. Like really, I can't thank you enough. Thank you. I just adore you so much. Thank you so much. I will have all my social medias linked in the description box down below, as long as Terra Moons Cosmetics, Bella Beauty Bar, Brittany and Ellie's Instagrams, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, I almost did the thing again, then can you please hit the subscribe button? It means so much to me and I can't thank you enough. Yeah, I'm really sleepy and I can't really concentrate right now. So if there are any looks that you'd like to see with this collection, please like let me know down in the comments. If there are any other kind of look requests, if you want more in-depth tutorials like full-on cut crease, half cut crease, halo eye, anything like that, that I'm just doing like more in-depth explaining and not really focusing too much on like other things like the shades or whatever, which I mean I'll put the shades and all that stuff, like say them, but like explain in depth how I do things, anything like that, please let me know. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!